I'm delighted to be chatting to two of our caregivers today, Tracey and Sian, and they're going to be talking a little bit about their experience as part of our You Can Care Week.
I'm a caregiver from the Ruislip and Harrow branch, and I joined Home Instead in April 2020.
I started working for Home Instead in October, and I work for the Wootton branch of Home Instead.
So what attracted you to the role of caregiver within Home Instead?
Pre-COVID times, I was working as a freelance opera singer, and obviously when the first lockdown came into play, my entire summer of work got cancelled. I've always sort of fancied going into care in some capacity. I had a bit of a research and I ended up getting in contact with the Ruislip and Harrow branch, which is my local branch, had an interview, and then it all kind of grew from there really.
It was about a year and a half ago actually, I picked up a card and I thought this would be really, really interesting. So I put the card in my purse and I didn't think much more about it for a little while.
So then what attracted you to Home Instead and then eventually applying for the caregiver role?
The thing that really stood out about Home Instead, I think for me personally, was the flexibility, and I really loved the fact that you were working primarily one-to-one with a client. So yeah, I think for me that was the main draw, just being able to work on that one-to-one basis and also having the flexibility of those calls, being able to fit it around any singing work that I did have going on.
So I was working as a balloon artist, and lockdown started. I lost all my work overnight. I looked through my wallet and I found the card. I found the card that I picked up. So I had a little look online, and there was just such positive feedback about this particular company. I liked in particular the fact that you go there for an hour. So that just led me then to make the call.
So how have your skills as a balloon artist and an opera singer helped you in the role of a caregiver?
The main big one is communication. 99% of what we do as opera singers is about communicating with an audience. Being able to do a little bit of singing with my clients has been really lovely.
I haven't actually made anyone a balloon yet. That's just reminded me that I should do that. Just being able to communicate with people in that previous role is really important. You naturally have to be empathetic. You have to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and see things through their eyes, which I think is really important. I think that's a really good attribute to bring to this role.
I had a couple that I was caring for, and they kind of got me to do a full recital whilst doing their pile of ironing, which was lovely and lots of fun.
And what have you found most rewarding about the role?
It's the really little differences that you make to someone's day that has a real broad impact on their quality of life.
Doing something worthwhile, you know that you've made a difference in somebody's day, that you're coming in and you're brightening up their day.
Us going in and having a proper quality chat with them makes a really big difference to their day and their mood.
Some people they're not seeing anybody days apart from their caregivers, so it's massively, massively important.
It's been so lovely to meet all of these people that I just wouldn't have met had I not gone into the caregiver role, so that's been really lovely.
And just to know that I've made a difference feels really incredibly rewarding, and I'm immensely proud that I can do that right now.
And what would you say to someone who's considering a role in care, hasn't worked in care before, and is feeling perhaps a little bit uncertain?
Just to go for it, because it is a little bit daunting to start with. I was nervous and anxious before I started. I'd never done anything like this before, but I would just say, just go for it.
I think if you're considering a role in care and you've never worked in this sector at all before, that's absolutely not something to worry about. When I came into working as a caregiver, I'd never done any kind of care work before, but Home Instead train you up. Also, I think so much of it you just learn whilst you're doing it anyway. I think the majority of it you just learn when you're out there doing it and when you're with your clients.
You will get an enormous amount out of it. Yeah, I'm just really proud to say that I work for Home Instead right now.
If you've got a caring nature, and you want to make a difference, please get in contact, and we're looking forward to seeing more of you join the Home Instead team.